Trading and investing of any kind carries risk. Everything discussed here is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as financial advice. Guess why? Because I don't give financial advice. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all of the fun things. Even share it if you would like. So again, remember that that like or subscribe or any of that jazz, like, it might not mean as much to you, but it means a lot to me. Yeah, so man, why do we stop here? Well, I don't know. Maybe because you know, this tends to be an area that we stop at. So longer term, ES, right? Pretty fun stuff, huh? This whole trading thing. So earlier today, I really wanted to nail that 4190. I really, really, really wanted to get up there. I know what you're thinking. You're like, why did you want to hit that 4190? Well, I wanted to get that shark we were looking at. I wanted to nail that shark. Which shark, might you ask? This one, right? Oh, where did we go? This one, right here. Kind of wanted to finish this thing out. Get this thing up to 886, nail that 4190, and then move on with life. Maybe get a pull out of it. That was not the plan. And we came up to, you know, several times we've come up in this area and we've just kind of got rejection. No different today. And then we pulled down today. Had a nice little rejection day. Had a trend day, pull down. We stopped at the monthly value area low. I mean, we stopped. There's a lot of stuff we stopped at. A lot of stuff that we actually stopped at down here. So yeah, fantastic. I mean, the thesis is kind of the same, right? I mean, we're still in this range. It's still a bit of an accumulation range, and we could, I mean, really, if we wanted to, we could even say it's a bit of, you know, something like this. Just kind of building a bit of a wedge here. We broke down a little bit. Look at that. We got right back in there at the end of the day. Well, I don't know if we're in there now. We might have pulled back down. Let us see. Yeah, we're down below right now. So, but let's see if we continue down or not. We got several patterns to the downside, just as we have some stuff to the upside. So if we were to pull, you know, it would be what it was. Let's see what things we have to the downside. We have this potential butterfly. So 127-ish. Yeah, something like that. Potential butterfly there. There's a potential shark somebody in the room had called out. It's a little bit funky, but hey, it's there. Get this here. Get that down right around here. That would take us down to, give or take, 4075. There are other patterns that set up. So those are things to the downside. That 4090 would complete that shark up there. If we were to measure the shark from here, did we get it? We came close, but no. Failed at the 78.6. We came pretty close, though. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, so, man, what's going on in this Discord room? I will tell you. Man, these guys are just killing it. I'm loving it. Such a great day. So we got our boy Balbs has been calling out tops and bottoms pretty much the last 2 days. Great job on that. We have several people already that are trading consistently. You know, green consistent trades, which is fantastic. I mean, just the progress in the room is amazing. We got our boy Sean doing options calls, options class. I wouldn't call it class. We'll call it, yeah, maybe a bit of a course. Yeah, I mean, kind of took us, you know, kind of quick and dirty. Done a couple days on that, looking to do a bit more. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. So yeah, these are the things. I mean, we're kind of in the same area, right? We're kind of just, you know, building here. So today we also had some dark pool prints come in, you know, basically around that 412, right? And just kind of swatted us down all day. So we got that pull down through 412, kind of swatted us down. We pushed back up, not quite to 412. We pushed back up to 411 and some change, it looks like. Did we get to 412? No. But at the end of the day, we had a lot of 411s come in here, right? 411.59. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of 411.59s that came in at the end of the day to kind of hold off that push. And And at the end of the day, you know, we started to try to turn. We started to build this here. Started to build this shark right here, right? Started to build this right here. And I had several trend lines on a couple of different tickers, NQ and ES. And, you know, basically, oh, these things are going to be just disastrously ugly. Let's look and see what we got here. What we got here. Yeah, so it was right around here, 41.25 area. So we were sitting there waiting and, you know, just kind of called it out. If we can get up above that 41.25 and we can get some energy into the close, we could definitely push, right? We could definitely get a bit of a squeeze. And that's kind of what happened, right? We squeezed up above VWAP, you know, kind of covered out, whatever. Oh, it's kind of funny. I still have this kind of drawing that where this thing was trying to round off at the bottom here. So anyway, yeah, things are fantastic. The world is good. Life is good. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Let's see, what else do we have? What do we have here? We got volume profile. Yeah, volume profile. Yeah, if we were to look back here, volume profile wise, I mean, all day today, we just found the struggle down here. Even moved our value area low for the day down here, right? Couldn't break 2 days ago, couldn't break that range from 2 days ago. Yeah, good times. We really struggled to pull below the monthly value area low. That is really where we had a bit of a struggle. Push back up to VPOC into the end of the day, monthly VPOC. Push back into a weekly VPOC as well. So pulled down, couldn't come down through the bottom of this weekly range. I mean, we just really had a struggle to get down here. You know, I was really hoping that once we started to pull, I was hoping that if we got through that 41.20, we could get a nice pull out of that, but we didn't. But this is why we trade what we see, right? We trade the patterns that set themselves up. You know, we trade what's on the chart in front of us. You know, start out with a thesis, watch how the market opens, you know, make our best judgment based upon the market open. You know, we can use market and volume profile to kind of have an idea of what might happen based upon that first 30 minutes, first hour. But yeah, at the end of the day, we just trade what we see. And that's what we did. And that's what we do. So looking forward to see how this plays out. See if we continue down or if we go up. I think there's some single prints up here. If you do anything market profile wise, I've closed all my market profile stuff, but yes, so I think there's some single prints up here to like 41.45, 41.46. You know, our boy in the room called it out earlier today. We were talking about this earlier, so there's some single prints up there as well. I mean, could I say that anymore? Probably could, but I'm just not gonna. So if we can stay down below this, find continued rejection down here, you know, fabulous. Maybe we can continue this downside move, get this this butterfly to complete, maybe even pull down, try to get this shark to complete. Very possible. And it's, you know, you look at what we have here. We have these, we try to push, we got another. I mean, basically we just have this rejection, right, from this trend line, from this wedge. We broke down. And this is just basic trading, right? We broke this wedge right here. We broke it. Came back, tried to recover it. And right as we started to push this, so I use an application called Bookmap as well, if you don't know what that is. Which helps you kind of visualize level 2. So I started watching Bookmap. We had a lot of orders starting to pile up here into the close. And, you know, basically as we were playing this squeeze back up, you know, the idea was, and it's something that I'd mentioned, if we can't really get through this area right here into the close, we're going to stall. We're going to stop. All these orders are going to get absorbed. And that's what started to happen. So then we got rejection off of this trend line here, which is the bottom of this wedge. And when I play wedges, that's what I like to see. I like to see the break. I want to see a nice concerted effort to get back into the wedge, even if we break back in and kind of push back into the top half, not top half, if we push back into the first half of the wedge, that's okay too. Because sometimes you'll get these patterns, these W patterns, these shark patterns that'll kind of take you up, get that 113, which is a bit of a fake out push. and then try to get us back in, and then come back down, get that rejection, and continue down. And if that doesn't happen, then if we find support back inside of this wedge and we start to push up to the top, well, we look at it on the other side, right? Are we going to get rejection here? Or are we going to break out, find support, and go? So, yeah, ultimately, there are several ways to look at this, right? We got the harmonic plays, we got the simple trend line, we got wedges, trend lines, volume profile, market profile, all these things. So anyway, didn't want to take up a whole bunch of time. I just wanted to kind of talk through some of these things. So one last thing I was going to talk about. So part of what we're doing in this room is one of the big fears people have when they trade is losing their money, which should be a fear, right? If you're not paper trading to begin with, learning and practicing, then I encourage you to do that, right? If you never come into the room, you never pay any money to the room, that's fine. Paper trade first, right? What we've done also is we've actually we've kind of partnered up with a company that is doing funded accounts, and it sounded a bit scammy to me at first, and then I checked into it because I had somebody convince me to look into it for the room, and I did. And it's a really fantastic way, in my personal opinion, it's a fantastic way to get into that next step of not using your money, but basically the idea is you pay a monthly fee for access to an account, and you have to qualify that account. And as you qualify that account, then you get access to real money, right? You can actually make profit. You can pull that profit out. It's a very interesting way to trade. So I'm not going to get into the details of it on here. If you want to check it out, feel free to, come hit us up. I'm starting to try to figure out ways to do some trials. It's just a little bit tough to manage because at the end of the day, if you're not willing to spend the money, to learn properly, which is something that I feel that we do, we teach the proper way to, to kind of go through the process of learning to trade. Then if you're not willing to spend the money to do that, you're just going to give it away to the market. So, that's just what it is. And I have no interest in people coming in looking for, just constant following people into calls and trades. I want people in this room that are there to bust their ass and that are there to learn. Ultimately, if I or Balbs or, Sean, whoever gets hit by a bus, you have your own path. You don't have to rely on us every single day. And at the end of the day, that sounds counterintuitive to a business, but this for me is about the community. It's not about the money. So, and I know it's a pretty silly thing to say considering what it costs, but such is life. I'm just not willing to do it for free because I don't want a bunch of whiny crybabies in there. Because anytime you give something away for free, that's what happens. Look at Facebook, look at Instagram, look at all these places that give stuff away for free. Anyway, I hope you want to come check us out. Fantastic if you do. If not, no problemo. I get it. I understand. No hard feelings from me. I'm going to continue to make videos. I'm going to continue to talk about all the things that we're doing. I'm going to continue to talk about at a high level what's going on with the market. I'm going to start trying to do more content on the socials, Instagram and all of that stuff too. Just, to kind of help encourage people. Because I think the idea for people to go, forge their own path, forge their own way, I think it's a fantastic idea, and I hope everybody's willing to do it, whether it's here or not. So, yeah, have a great weekend. Look forward to possibly seeing you in the future, and if not, I'll see you on here. Peace.